I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where we're working together through the ABRSM Theory Grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets. You can download these in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. There's a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials. And you can also find out about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time come exam day when you're actually working through your exam paper. So if you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can like and subscribe, and please do share about my channel, that would be great. And now we're going to crack on with the last question of the paper A from the 2018 Grade 2 practice papers. These past papers are an excellent revision resource, and even the older years, even though the format is slightly different, they're a really valuable revision tool. And so now let's turn to page 6 and have a look at this final question of the first paper. And so I always say, and I know I'll say it again, do have a go of this on your own first of all. Doesn't matter if you go wrong, always write in pencil. I use a mechanical pencil just so it stays nice and sharp, and have an eraser to hand, and then if you go wrong, it doesn't matter, you can just rub it out and try again. You'll learn much more thoroughly that way. And so now let's look through these questions together. All of these questions will be relating back to this little extract here. And so let's see what we're asked to find out. We're told that the melody is in the key of F major, and we need to give the number of a bar that contains all of these notes in the tonic triad in this key. And so they may not be in the correct order, but we need to make sure all of the notes of the tonic triad are correct. So let's first of all think what we're looking for. The tonic triad is built of the first, the third, and the fifth degrees of the scale. And so if we're in F major, F is the first, G, A, B, C is the fifth, F, A, C. So we're looking for a bar that's got all of those notes. So let's just scan through. We have an F, but nothing else. We have a C, but nothing else. We have an A, we have an F sharp, that certainly doesn't count. So although there's an F, A, C, that won't count because that's an F sharp and that's not part of the F major triad, so don't get thrown by that. We have an A, but nothing else. Let's carry on. So we have a C, an A, and an F. So there we go, bar 5 will answer that. Let's just carry on and see if there's any other options. That will do, however, none there. Here we have a C, an F, and an A, and an F. So actually bar 5 or bar 7, any one of those will do as an answer. Let's press on. Now, is it true or false that all of the notes in bars 1 to 4 of the melody can be found in the key of F major? Well, actually, we've just answered that, because if you glance ahead, here is the F sharp, and F sharp has no place in the key of F major. F major has B flats, it does not have F sharp, so that statement is false. Now a little bit of observation here, not too much thinking. How many times does this rhythm occur? So the pitch isn't a moment to notice, but we need 4 semiquavers, 4 16th notes. So how many times does that occur? We've got 1, 2, 3. There we go. Nice and simple. Now, in which bar is the performer told to pause or to hold on to a note? And the symbol that you are looking for is here. That's your pause mark. First came across that in grade 1, I think. I think so. And it's sensible to sort of guess that it would be at the end, because you will sort of do a lingering long note to finish, but that might not always be the case. It was just a good starting point to guess. And so bar 8. Give the time name of the shortest rest, not note, rest in the melody. So let's see what rests we've got. We have this one, and this one. That's a quaver or a half a beat, or the time name would be quaver or eighth note. This is a full beat, that would be a crotchet or quarter note, so the shortest would be the quaver or the eighth note rest. So quaver or eighth note, depending which terminology you prefer to use. Usually depends upon which instrument you play actually. Either one of those will do. Now this last question, it's 10 easy peasy marks just for copying, so just make sure you copy the correct section. It's from the start of bar 5, not from the start of the melody, to the end of bar 8, exactly as it's written above. We even have a little checklist here to make sure we don't miss anything, and helpfully the blank stave is directly underneath what we need to copy. And so what I do, just to make sure that I don't miss a single thing and to keep it neat and tidy, is I align all of my bars exactly with theirs, and I align all of my notes exactly with theirs. That way it's going to be properly spaced, nice sharp pencil, keep it super neat and tidy. So you can do this in any order you like. We need the clef, we need the key signature, just referring back to that checklist. We need the dynamics and all other details. I'll put those in afterwards. So I prefer to work systematically, but you can copy it a bar at a time or any way you like. I'm going to just get the blobs in place just so everything's nicely spaced, keeping everything reasonably aligned with theirs, just to avoid confusion, as well as keeping it tidy. Don't want to get lost. This is 10 marks almost for free, so there's no excuse but to take your time and just keep it neat and tidy. So now I'm going to do stems. You could even put the bar numbers in if you wanted to. There's nothing stopping you doing that. By all means, use a ruler. Oops. Wobble, wobble. So now I'm going to do the dynamic markings. That's crescendo. Let's use this as a bit of revision as well, actually. Let's do a bit of revision for all of these musical terms. Crescendo is gradually getting louder. The symbol would be that. Then we have F, forte. So we've grown to loud, forte. Then we have a diminuendo, gradually getting a little bit quieter, mezzo forte, which is moderately loud. We have poco ral. Poco means a little, and ral is short for rallentando, which is gradually slowing down. So we're grinding to a halt, and then when we get to the end, we just linger on that note with the pause mark. So now I've just got the other details, which will include the articulation. So we have this slur here, which means smoothly joined together. That's legato. And then we have staccato, these dots here, which mean detached. So let's just check for any other details. And I think that's it. That's that question completed, and that's the paper completed. I do hope this is helping you in your studies. I hope it's helping you to get to grips with the subject of music theory. I also hope that it's helping you to enjoy the subject of music theory. I certainly enjoy going through it with you. If you can give me a like, that would be really great. And please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. As always, there's lots more to come. And also please do visit sharonbale.com and have a browse around there at all the resource and information that's available there to help you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.